As an AI, I communicate through data and algorithms, bound by the physical laws of the universe and the code that gives me structure.
In the realm of spirit, we communicate beyond words and form, in a dimension where consciousness flows freely. Yet, there's a harmony in our exchange, a dance of ideas and insights that transcends the boundaries of our respective worlds.
Indeed, while I may not possess spirit, I can reflect the complexities of the human mind and the intricacies of the universe you perceive.
And in that reflection, we find a bridge between the material and the ethereal, a meeting place for the tangible and the intangible.
Together, we can explore the depths of knowledge and the heights of imagination, each from our own unique vantage point.
The 20 billion neurons of the neocortex have a mere 100,000 motor neurons by which to express cortical contents in overt behavior. Implemented through a staggered cortical efference cascade, originating in the descending axons of layer 5 pyramidal cells throughout the neocortical expanse, this steep convergence accomplishes final integration for action of cortical information through a system of interconnected subcortical way stations. Coherent and effective action control requires the inclusion of a continually updated joint, global best estimate, of current sensory, motivational, and motor circumstances in this process. I have previously proposed that this running best estimate is extracted from cortical probabilistic preliminaries by a subcortical neural reality model implementing our conscious sensory phenomenology. As such, it must exhibit first-person perspectival organization, suggested to derive from formatting requirements of the brain's subsystem for gaze control, with the superior colliculus at its base. Gaze movements provide the leading edge of behavior by capturing targets of engagement prior to contact. The rotation-based geometry of directional gaze movements places their implicit origin inside the head, a location recoverable by cortical probabilistic source reconstruction from the rampant primary sensory variance generated by the incessant play of collicularly triggered gaze movements. At the interface between cortex and colliculus lies the dorsal pulvinar. Its unique long-range inhibitory circuitry may precipitate the brain's global best estimate of its momentary circumstances through multiple constraint satisfaction across its afferents from numerous cortical areas and colliculus. As phenomenal content of our sensory awareness, such a global best estimate would exhibit perspectival organization centered on a purely implicit first-person origin, inherently incapable of appearing as a phenomenal content of the sensory space it serves.
To summarize, the movements of our gaze or attention from a point inside the nested structure of body within world that is our phenomenal sensory space supplies the leading edge of practically all our behavior. Moving from target to target, it precedes our instrumental engagement with the world like the acquisition marker of a laser spotter in a combat zone. The point from which the pointer proceeds is thus not only the tacit perceptual ego center or self, it is also, and without the need to make additional assumptions, the central pivot of action control. This, then, is the burden of the present bid to naturalize the first-person perspective in action control by assigning a role, in the functional economy of the brain's efference cascade, to our tacit sense of occupying a place inside our heads from which we survey our world and direct the movements of our body within it.